Hey y'all, so one of my most popular vlogs that I've posted was about Neuralink. That's Elon Musk's implant. You remember the brain implant video? And so they've been in the testing phases, and he said it was for people that are blind or paralyzed, and it would help them connect with the computer telepathically. And they're continuing to increase the technology on that. So I was kind of curious looking for updates. And so it's been a year since they have implanted people. I did some research and I found a video of the guy that got the first implant. I will post the full video at the end. It's about 2 minutes and it is captioned. But just to quickly summarize that video, he did say there's lots of benefits. The prongs that are on the implant came out, but 10% are still connected, and he is able to telepathically connect with the computer, move the cursor, click on different things on the screen, click on games, click on his email, read books. He can't move his hands, but he is able to do this through his thoughts, which was interesting. They asked if there's any negatives, and he said no, other than the prongs coming out of his brain and just having the 10% there. That was the only negative. And so then I went into looking at Elon Musk's videos about the future of Neuralink. And he said the next update would be implanting people with vision loss and helping them regain their sight. And then he would like to set up 5 different clinics in America and Canada by 2030 so that people can get implants. I think it was 2030 that he's planning to open up these clinics. But right now in 2025, he's still in the testing phase. In 2026, more people will get implanted and it'll just develop from there. So I was looking at the positive aspects of it. It's great for people with severe disabilities that are unable to move. But you know, Satan uses everything that's good and turns it into bad. So there's pros and cons to everything in the world, always. So for example, AI technology is awesome. There's so many benefits. For example, deaf people struggling with their grammar, it can help straighten out your grammar. I used it to create a will for my husband and I, which was awesome. I didn't have to hire an attorney. I just used AI and it did everything for me, which was cool. So there are benefits, there are pros, but the cons are that lots of young people are starting to have actual relationships with AI. It's not even a person, it's just a computer. And they're messaging this computer all day long. It's not a person. And some people have actually committed suicide from instructions that they've received on AI. And so that's the negative. So as far as the implant goes, I don't know, I just still feel a little uneasy about it. And the plans for the future, there are benefits for it, which is great. But in the future, I think it's going to damage us. He did say that they are planning to implant this and offer it to everyone so that they can have an incredible thought process. Initially, that's what he said. And so now he's saying, oh, it's for disabilities. But I think that's just
I
a
like to say
cop-out.
it's pretty simple. What I
Let me
mean
know
by
what you
that
think.
is, of course, the technology itself is not very simple, but how it's used is pretty intuitive. And I use it for all sorts of things
Do you have to
these
turn
days.
it on? Like, do you turn it on?
I do. I do.
Okay.
So I have a little hat that has a charger in it. It plugs in, and I can command the implant to connect or disconnect at any point. And after that, I mean, I just do whatever I want on a computer. Whatever anyone else can do on a computer, I can do, and I use it for all sorts of things,
Do you have
not
to
just
say
playing.
something in particular when you say you command, the computer to do something? Do you say cursor move or?
Mm. Yeah, just in order to connect, I'll say implant connect, and it'll connect.
And then after that, you just think a thought and it happens on the computer in front of you.
Yes, ma'am. That's basically how it works.
Have you had any negative consequences or side effects from this?
No, no, not really. At the beginning, there was some thread retraction, but so right now they've told me plus or minus 10% of the threads are in the, I guess their intended spot in my brain, but they changed how the signals are read, and I got cursor control back just fine. It's better than it was before, actually, and so I haven't had any sort of physical side effects, mental side effects. It's been all positive so far.
So say you want to write me an email. You would talk me through what you would think.
So essentially, I just have cursor control. So I'll go into my email, click around, do whatever I need to do to
So you
send you
go
an
to
email.
inbox, start it, you click start, you would say click start a new email.
Yeah, I don't have to say anything. It's just I think I want to click, and it clicks. Left
Wow.
click, right click, whatever I want. And then after that, I will either use dictation or I can use a virtual keyboard on my computer screen to type out whatever I want to say. And then again, just click, and it sends.
So I was struck by something you said recently, that you have read more in the last 14 months than you